Hello, children. Today we are going to recapitulate the chapter, the third level, written by Jack Finney. Jack Finney describes how he found himself on the third level at the Grand Central Station. His psychiatrist friend called it a waking dream fulfillment. He said that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie from the harsh realities of modern life. It was a kind of base wherein he could interweave fantasy and reality. The narrator Charlie claims that he has been on the third level of the Grand Central Station. He says even the rail authorities swear that there are only two levels. Then Charlie consults his psychiatrist friend, Sam. He tells him about the third level at the Grand Central Station. His friend calls it a waking dream wish fulfillment. He tells that Charlie is very unhappy. The modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, and worries. And he is not strong enough to cope with them. He just wants to escape from the realities of life. He says even his hobby of philately is also a temporary refuge from reality. Now Charlie gets lost while heading for the subway. Charlie is in a hurry to go to his apartment. He takes the subway from the Grand Central because it is faster than the bus. He has been in and out of the Grand Central hundreds of times. He goes down the steps to the first level. Then he walks down to the second level where the suburban trains leave. He enters an arched doorway heading for the subway and gets lost. It is very easy to get lost at the Grand Central. That's what Charlie feels. He describes about Grand Central Station. He says that the Grand Central Station is growing like a tree. It is pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. Once he got into a tunnel about a mile long and came out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. Another time he came up in an office building on 46th Street. For so many people, the Grand Central has been an exit, a way of escape. It is quite possible that the long tunnel provided for Charlie a way of escape too. Now he takes us to the world of 1894. So we travel back to our past, to the historic time. On the third level, Charlie finds only a ticket windows and gates. The information booth in the center is made of wood. It is old looking. It sees flickering open flame gas lights. There are brass spittoons on the floor. People wear derby hats and four-button suits. He has never seen so many beards, sideburns, and fancy mustaches in his life. He catches a glimpse of a very small courier and used locomotive. Then he walks over to a bookshop and buys a newspaper, The World. The World has not been published for years, but the copy he buys was printed on June 11th, 1894. From that we come to know in which time he has moved in. Charlie turns towards the ticket windows. He wants to buy two tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. The clerk figures the fare. He counts out the money and looks up. The clerk stares at him and he says, "That isn't money, mister." He even wants him not to cheat him. Charlie glances at the cash drawer. The money is of old style notes and different looking. He turns away and gets out fast. He doesn't want to land up in the jail. There's nothing nice about going to jail even in 1894. That's what Charlie feels. But does he find the third level again? He never finds the third level. That's what he says. But who has gone to the third level? How does he convince us about the third level? Next day he draws $300 out of his bank. He buys old style currency. One can buy old money almost at any coin dealers, but one has to pay a premium. His $300 buy less than 200 in old style notes. But he has never again found the corridor that leads to the third level at Grand Central Station. He has tried often enough. Louisa, his wife, is very much worried when he tells her all this story. She doesn't want him to look for the third level anymore. But there is a turning point here, and that turning point is in the disappearance of Sam Weiner, who is his psychiatrist friend. Now, both of them, Charlie and his wife Louisa, have proved that the third world level is still there. His friend Sam Weiner disappears. Nobody knows where, but Charlie suspects him to be in Galesburg. He liked the place very much. Charlie had often told him about the place. Now, what they find, how do they locate? A letter was mailed on July 18th, 1894. That night, Charlie finds among his oldest first day covers a rare envelope. It had been mailed to his grandfather at his home in Galesburg. The postmark showed July 18th, 1894. Charlie had never seen that envelope before. He can't understand how it came there. He takes it out and opens it. The letter was addressed to Charlie by Sam. It was written that Charlie was right about the third level. Sam claimed that he had found the third level. He was in Galesburg. It was a highly romantic place. Someone was playing a piano, and others were singing, "Sing Nellie Home." It was written that Charlie and Louisa should keep looking till they found the third level again. The letter was signed by Sam. Charlie goes to the stamp and coin store. He finds out that Sam had bought $800 worth of old style currency. This money was enough to set up feed and grain business which he had in mind. But now he can't go back to his old business, nor can he go back to Galesburg, Illinois of 1894. Sam was no one else but his psychiatrist friend. So in this lesson, what we have seen is that the Charlie, who is the narrator, has claimed that he has been to the third level. And here, in this story, Jack Finney interviews fantasy and reality. The third level is nothing but a product of Charlie's own mind. It is certainly a medium of escape for him. Why he wants to escape? It's because life in the modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worries, and stress. Man has to confront them all the time. The harsh realities of life make living quite unpleasant and even unbearable. So he wants to escape into a wishful world. His friend, psychiatrist, tells him that it is a waking dream wish fulfillment. Life is a journey. We are in a modern world. And remember, in this modern world, we come across many cases where the youth are in depression. They feel very insecure. They are afraid of their future. They are worried about their future. And many of them try to escape from the reality and have imaginative flight. They live in their imaginative world. But this world is a very fantastic. When they cannot wish to live in reality, then they escape into this fantastic world. It's because they have got very strong desires, ambition, goals, which they cannot achieve in reality. Then they try to escape from the reality. The modern pressures, the tensions that all lead to many of us during our different phases of life to escape from reality. Some of them are able to cope with the pressures, tensions, the challenges, but many are not able to do that. And there are few who land up in great trouble. They either become mentally ill or they commit suicide. The best example is of Sushant Singh Rajput. And there are many like Sushant Singh Rajput. It's not always money and recognition. There are so many factors, and one may land up himself into trouble. One may get depressed over so many factors. If his self-respect is hurt, if his ego is hurt, if he is humiliated in front of many others, then also it is possible that the person may get into trouble. The person may get into depression. The modern life is full of insecurity, fear. Now the latest one is of the war-like situation between India and China. It is also possible that it may turn out to be worrisome for Indian citizens. And during this period, there are many who get into trouble. Let us go to the summary of the story. The third level. The third level is a story that weaves together a psychological journey of the narrator into past, present, and moves towards future. So there is a travel of time. It's a journey of the life of Charlie, who transports us to the past. Then he tries to move towards the future. Charlie is 31 years old. He's an American who narrates his unusual experience of having been to the third level. Once he reaches the third level, what does he discover? He finds brass spittoons, flickering gas lights. Everyone is dressed like how they used to dress in 1890s with with old-fashioned beards, they had sideburns, they had fancy mustaches, and there was a train which had an engine with funnel-shaped stack. The newspaper that was piled up there, it was the world. It was the newspaper of 1890s. There were few ticket windows at the platform, and Charlie goes to get the ticket for Galesburg, Illinois. Galesburg was a wonderful town with big houses, huge lawns, plenty of trees. People had plenty of time as a leisure. They used to play on the musical instruments, sing songs. One can hear them singing those songs. And surprises when the clerk says that it is not currency and he'll be put behind the bars. His wife Louisa is very much worried when he says that he came across the third level. And she feels that probably he has some psychological problem, and therefore she takes him to his psychiatrist friend Sam. Sam initially is not ready to believe him, and he says it is a waking wish dream fulfillment, as he could not face the challenges of modern world. He also explains that the modern world is full of fear, insecurity, worry, and there are many wars taking place. And he also tells him that stamp collection which he had, he was trying to take a refuge from reality. Charlie is desperate to go to Galesburg, and therefore he exchanges new currency with old ones. But he could never find that third level. But the twist in the story comes in when Sam disappears. Charlie couldn't find again the third level. He had to run away when the clerk tells him that he might be put behind the bar because it was a fake currency. It was a new currency, but it was 1890s. Now, Sam's disappearance has something to do with Galesburg, as he was fond of the place because it was a very, very peaceful place. One day, while going through his stamp collection, he finds an envelope containing a letter of July 18th, 1894, written by Sam, who is living there at Galesburg. Charlie finds that Sam had bought old currency worth $800. And the story ends with that, leaving us perplexed. Charlie had found earlier the third level. He wanted to go to Galesburg. His psychologist friend, a psychiatrist friend, had told him what problem he was facing. He had told him that it was a waking wish dream fulfillment. He was trying to convince him that it was all in his mind. It was due to the modernity. It was due to the problems in the modern world and the major problem of insecurity, fear. And he wanted to escape from reality. And that friend who had told him that he was really facing a psychological problem, now at the end of the story, we find that he has disappeared and he has gone to Galesburg. What Charlie wanted to achieve, that Sam has achieved. But really, Sam has been to the third level? That's a very interesting part of this story.